You're trying to tune into your channeling abilities and you just can't get the entire message. This individual is saying that they are starting to channel, but they can't get the entire message. And the very first thing I want to say is it sounds like you've lost your son and now you're wanting to tune in more. And I'm just going to hold space for you in this moment, okay? All right, let's go forward. When it comes to channeling can be challenging when you are in a state of grief. It's actually one of the reasons why I say you really shouldn't go see a medium, someone who sits with spirit. I don't think that you should go do that shortly after a passing, because your grief is actually so exogenous outside of the body that it's hard to see the world without grief. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do it. I just think it's a little harder. It's a little harder because you're at a place of weight and pain in that moment. So that could be one of the reasons why you're not getting very, very clear messages. But what are some of the other reasons why I may not be getting the full message of a channel that I want to bring through, or a divination that I want to bring forward? Because all of us work with frequency in our own unique way. Some of us are more audient. Some of us are visual. Some of us are sensory perceptors. Some of us work in quantum fields. Some of us work on frequency fields. And it's helpful to identify, but what is unique to the way that I do this? If you are a person who is predominantly in audience, boom, 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 this one, then what we would do is we would work on exercises to work that bad boy out, to really learn how to decipher what is the volume of the things that I'm bringing forth in terms of the bigger picture, what I can hear as messaging. If I'm a more visual individual, then I will allow my vision to be abstract and allow my vision to kind of help shape and mold the things that I can see. You see where I'm going with this? So it really helps identify what is my frequency and how can I utilize my own unique frequency abilities to help translate further. And it doesn't even have to be just one. You might be a person who works with your claircognizance here and your clairaudience together. So then we work on multiple abilities, because there's not just one way to get a message. And sometimes you'll get like a portion of a message, and then you'll get the second portion of it in a dream state, or the second portion of it as you're like 2 months later driving down the highway, and all of a sudden something sets in, you're like, oh my gosh, I never thought about it that way. So things unravel. What I would really encourage you to think about is, what kind of information are you wanting to get? Full information on where they are, or your health, or someone else's health, or communication to aliens? What is it that you want? And then we kind of go backwards. What do I want? What's going on here? What do I want? What's going on here? And I'm sending you love.